This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
Rolling down 109 in a truck. On my ride up to the light, that's what's up. Look to my right and it's a ride rolling up. It's Lucci telling me tonight we in the club. He got the 24 road Escalade. He got the Lamborghini doors like they blades. His hammers ring cause that's how he was raised. His palace mob and tonight we get
Listen, I'm from the ghetto, the slums, the rats, the roaches, the bums, the metal that stuns, the addicts, the cracks, the crumbs. The level where funds gets tragic and lavish is none. With rebels, they runs and rabbits like savages' sons. With did him and Biggie and swiftly he shined the mug. That city a pity with 50 took 9 of them slugs. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
What's good, 25 to Life family? Breaking news. Rapper Pras Michael has been found guilty of 10 criminal counts in a scheme to help China influence the U.S. government, CNN says. Uncle Yashua, 25 to Life tells here. I told y'all I'm going to be bringing y'all some more content. I can't be doing this once a week. First of all, we got the live stream coming tomorrow, Thursday, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. I'm going to tell a dope story. So if y'all can join me on live, that'll be appreciated. If not, it don't matter. It's going out for y'all to watch. All right. Uncle Yashua, 25 to Life tells, live stream tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Thursday. All right, tonight I got some news flash for y'all. I'm trying to keep the channel functional in between the stories and the interviews. All right, so breaking news, Pras from the FUGEES, Michael Pras got convicted today. 10 counts. Pras has been found guilty for 10 counts against him. All right, so we're going to break down some of the stuff that's against Pras for those who don't know what's going on. So Pras, Michel, Pras from the FUGEES. So Pras, guys, was doing some like espionage type of stuff. Pras was messing around and Jason Bourne type of stuff. He's messing around, all right? Acting as an unregistered agent of China and Malaysian billionaire Joe Low. Prosecutors contend that Pras was paid millions by Low to secure access to both the Obama and the Trump administrations, and that he attempted to use those connections to advocate on behalf of Low and on China's behalf, the behalf of China. In 2012, the billionaire Joe Low paid Pras $20 million to help Low get a picture with Barack Obama. So this billionaire dude, Joe Low, hit Pras off with 20 mil. Wow, Pras had a big bag back in 2012. Facts. You know, he needed that too because he ain't been doing no music or no movies. So this dude paid him 20 million to help him get a picture with Barack Obama. Pras funneled over 800,000, almost $1 million of that money to the Obama Victory Fund through various straw donors at several events attended by the president, prosecutors said. Years later, according to the prosecutors, Pras will receive over 100 million from Low to help advocate for the release of the Chinese dissident Guo Wengai from the U.S. to China and for the U.S. government to stop its investigation into Joe Low. So, first time he gave him 20 million to get a picture with Obama. The second time he gave him over 100 million to help free the release of some Chinese dissident and to stop the U.S. investigation into this Joe Low. Yeah, Pras got 120 mil. Pras, after learning of the Justice Department's investigation, prosecutors say sent letters in 2019 to the straw donors. He passed money through, telling them the money was a loan that they needed to pay back or to face legal action. So Pras, after learning that the government, United States investigation, he sent letters in 2019 to his straw donors that he passed the money through, telling them that the money was a loan and they needed to pay it back or face legal action. He's trying to cover himself. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio testified for the prosecution at the trial of against Pras. I don't know what that was all about, but Pras, one thing I do want y'all to understand, Pras got 120 mil. This was back from 2012 and all this. Why was you still here, my dude? You did all the stuff. You got the 100 mil, you got the 20 mil, you did the things you need to do. He could have bounced, guys, and been on some island with no extradition laws and all of it, living forever. Boy, us so-called Black people, we could be boo-boo the fools, right? How much money you need? Why are you here? You know you did something. Dude, you're doing some spy ring stuff. You lucky they only trying to give you 10 years or something. Facts. I'm like, dude, you tripping. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. First of all, if you're going to do some crazy stuff like that, you're supposed to have the escape route. All that money, 120 mil? Man, you tripping. You could have used, I guess, use a couple of mil or whatever you need to do. I ain't telling y'all to do this crime, but I'm just saying he did this thing. This is what he should have been thinking. Okay, I ain't telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, be a legal citizen, give Caesar what Caesar's, work, be honest, get paid, raise a family, live your life, stay free. Don't do no crime nowhere, all right? I'm a man of the Most High. But I'm just saying in past tense, if Pras was going to do this thing, because back in 2012, I was still well, no, I wasn't. That was after my release. So no, I wasn't doing no crime. I was a man of the Most High. I wasn't awakened fully, but I was definitely not doing no crime. So, well, so that squashes that. I was going to say in 2012, I was still out there, but nah, that's when I was, I had came home from my bed. So yeah, that's when I first got freed. I was in the belly of the fire. So I'm just saying, Pras should have had an escape route. 120 million. He could have been living the rest of his life with 100 million forever and set up his generations to be straight when he gone. But I guess greed and foolishness. All right. So now Pras testified during a weeks-long trial that he viewed the money that was given to him by Joe Low as free money and chose to spend it how he wanted, not at the direction of Joe Low. So, dude, that's literally going into the courtroom and just say, well, he gave me 120 mil. It was for free. I didn't have to do nothing. Come on, dude. You need come on, Pras. Come on, we got to do better than that. So 120 mil is free money? Where? Come on, y'all know better than that. I guess, I don't, my thing is that, like, if you're going to be dealing with this high level espionage type of foolish stuff, then you have to have some type of intelligence to be like, that's your defense. You looked at the money as free money. The former rapper testified that he wanted to support Obama, who he called a historic candidate, and he didn't know he was breaking any laws by giving money to others for them to in turn donate to the campaign. That's a lie. Again and again, Pras contested that the money given to him by Joe Low and other foreign nationals was either for his help in trying to get Joe Low a picture with Obama or for investments into a media business that he was building. Pras also told the jury he was simply a connector, helping Joe Low find counsel for civil charges brought by the U.S. government and by letting government officials, including the feds, FBI agents, know that China wanted that Guo dude extradited. The defense attorney, David Kenner, stressed in closing arguments that there was no evidence that Pras had willfully or deliberately violated any laws in taking the money and was acting largely on the advice of his financial manager and attorneys at the time. Making money, Kenner argued, is not a crime. Oh, he got David Kenner. That was the only smart thing he did. David Kenner, that's the dude, I think that was in, what's his name? That was Suge Knight and the dude, the real owner of Death Row. I forgot his name. I think he's free now. The dude from Cali, the big dude who was in jail. I forgot his name. Now, y'all can put that in the comments if anybody comes into these comments. But so at least he got David Kenner. You know what I mean? He got a good one. But I guess it didn't work as planned because he's been found guilty. All right, guys, check this out. So 50 Cent attacked Pras on Monday in his in his Instagram. 50 Cent posted the FUGEES rapper Pras admits to being an FBI informant. And 50 wrote, I knew this fool was a rat. I'm glad I never F with this guy. So, but Fifth was wrong. Now, the reason what Fifth was doing, what he was talking about was, you know, us from the streets, we have nothing to do with Popo, nothing to do with feds and none of that. So anytime you speaking to him or anything, it's because you got charged with something and you're trying to get out of it. You ain't trying to, you know what I mean? You ain't taking no stand or none of that, right? That's that old code, old loyal code from the street code. And 50 still, you know, he claims to live by that, right? So I can understand why once he's heard about Pras was speaking with the feds, I think that was back in like 2017 or something, he immediately like, dude, I knew this dude is a rat, right? But what he didn't know was Pras wasn't ratting when he talked to the feds. What Pras was actually doing, guys, was he was actually tricking the feds. He was actually doing some old espionage stuff for fraud, or they call it foreign lobbying. And you know what I mean? And so now it came out because, like I said, he just got convicted on all 10 criminal counts of the jury convicted him on today, Wednesday, April 26th. He faced including unregistered foreign lobbying, he got charged, witness tampering, money laundering, conspiracy, lying to banks, and making false claims in FEC filings. That's some of the charges that Pras got charged with, okay? So he got convicted now for these charges. So Fifth was actually wrong. He wasn't snitching to the feds. He was working on behalf of China and this Jolo dude and trying to trick the feds to get them off. All right. So shout out to Mother Jones for this information. So let's get into it. So Pras from the Rolling Stones, the reason why 50 Cent and other hip hop magazines back there had it wrong, because a Rolling Stones article said that Pras testified that he voluntarily met with the FBI agents in 2017 to discuss Gao Wengai, I don't know how to say his name, it's an Asian name, a reputed billionaire who fled China in 2014 and who the Chinese government wanted to have extradited to face various criminal charges, including fraud and too, right? So this Gao Wengai dude, Pras testified that he voluntarily met with the FBI agents to discuss him, right? So Goa, who has since been indicted in the United States on separate charges, denies all the allegations against him. Pras said, I took it upon myself to report this because I thought the FBI should know. Pras said this on the stand, but Pras was not reporting the full story. Pras's testimony in much of the trial and back in 2018, it was not what 50 Cent thought it was, at least not in the way that they implied him snitching. Pras did not contact the FBI to report a Chinese scheme to win FUGEES extradition. He contacted the feds as part of that scheme. So he was part of the scheme. Pras tried to help the Chinese government secure Guao's return because he was being paid tens of millions of dollars to do that, according to the prosecutors. Importantly, Pras did not tell the FBI agents he met with that he was being paid to help China, and he certainly was not there to help the feds. Instead, he wanted something from the feds. According to FBI summary of the conversation reported last month by Bloomberg, the ghetto superstar Pras, the artist from the FUGEES, probed the interviewing agents, the FBI agents, trying to gain information about the Bureau's views on Guao to pass on to the Chinese. So he was trying to get information from them to pass it on to the Chinese. Pras was on some espionage stuff. Pras insisted on the stand that his financial dealings were extremely complicated, and a lot of the coverage of the case treats it as hopelessly complex, but it's actually really pretty simple. Pras and several co-conspirators allegedly did a lot of stuff, much of it illegal, in exchange for massive sums of money from one guy, Malaysian financier and convicted money launderer Joe Tek Low. A little over 10 years ago, Joe Tek Low began showing up at clubs in New York City and in Los Angeles, spending mad money, grabbing mad amounts of cash and cultivating celebrities. He was buying celebrities like Pras and Leonardo DiCaprio. That's where Leonardo DiCaprio came into the case at, and Paris Hilton. Low claimed to be a successful businessman. He also was one who helped finance the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, which Leonardo DiCaprio starred in. That's the dope movie. So this billionaire helped finance the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, and he financed other Hollywood ventures. But the feds say he was actually laundering billions of dollars stolen by Malaysia's former prime minister and associates from a state development fund called the IMDb Fund. Okay. In 2012, this Joe Tek Low person wanted access to the Obama campaign. And Pras, in his testimony, admitted that Low, a foreign national barred from donating to U.S. candidates, gave Pras $20 million and to take a picture with Obama. And Pras allegedly passed 800,000 of that, almost $1 million, to the campaign via straw donors, which allowed him to evade legal limits on the donations. Pras denied that Low gave him the money to funnel to the Obama campaign and also claimed that he was not aware that he was breaking the law. Still, he admitted to making illegal campaign donations. By 2017, Joe Tek Low had a big legal problems. The United States Justice Department, the feds, was investigating the IMDb theft, along with Low's role in this theft, and had frozen his assets. Low sought Pras's help in finding a political operative with access to the Trump administration who could lobby for the Department of Justice to drop the investigation and to unfreeze his money. Through Pras, who tapped into an entertainment industry friend with GOP fundraising ties, Nikki Leung Davis, Joe Low hooked up with Elliot Brody, who at the time was a Republican National Committee's deputy finance chair. Brody, after successfully demanding a $1 million payment just to meet with Low in Bangkok, set about to lobbying for Trump and other White House officials on Low's behalf. Brody attempted to set up a golf date with a Malaysian Prime Minister, Najib Razak, who has since been imprisoned in Malaysia for his role in this IMDb scandal, could directly lobby Trump. And Brody also pushed the claim that the Department of Justice investigation was damaging the U.S.-Malaysian relations. Joe Low, who is currently a fugitive, believed to be hiding in China right now, at the time was apparently also seeking help from Chinese authorities to curry favor there. He introduced Pras, Davis, and Brody to Sun Luing, then China's vice minister of public security, in a hotel in Shenzhen, China in May of 2017. Sun sought the group's help to get that Guo dude sent back to China. Pras was in some real espionage stuff, boo. Boy, ain't that much money in the world, man. I ain't doing all that crazy stuff. Pras ultimately, I ain't doing none of it now, but back then when I was in the streets, I had limits to I ain't gonna be doing no going to China and messing around with all that espionage. So that stuff gets you life. I wasn't into all that stuff. I wasn't about to be doing all that crazy stuff. Now, no espionage crimes against the United States. That's crazy. Now you get stuck in Guantanamo Bay. You get stuck somewhere, boy. You don't want to be messing around. So Pras ultimately received astonishingly more than $100 million for his efforts to help Low and that Jill Sun dude. Pras kept about $74 million of that $100 million until the Fed seized it. Whoa. So that means, I thought he probably have a lot of that money left over, so he got his stash somewhere. Pras wasn't even smart enough to have his money in some doggone foreign accounts or something. Dude, you got to be kidding me. You're going to be dealing espionage. You better be trying to watch the doggone movies that teach you about espionage, what to do with it, coming from the hood, trying to do this big old stuff. You going, dude, so you mean to tell me the feds got the 74 million of the money, so you ain't got the money and you just got convicted of all this, of all this stuff. You screwed, my dude. So you about to come home and be broke and gonna be like a, what they call that when you go against your country. I forgot what they call that. And you're gonna be done for. He said Brody and Davis, who both later pleaded guilty to illegal foreign lobbying charges, also received and later forfeited their millions as well. Pras's meeting with the FBI agents in June 2017 came on the heels of a secretive meeting he had with Sun just at the Four Seasons Hotel in Manhattan. And Pras allegedly presented the feds with information he's gotten directly from that Jill Sun dude. He also passed on to Brody Chinese talking points suggesting that Guo's extradition would encourage China to return several American citizens that were imprisoned there. Brody put those arguments into a memo he sent to Attorney General Jeff Sessions. This is not snitching, it's actually influence peddling. Pras was not a rat. He was a doggone espionage lobbyist. And he got charged with money laundering and lobbying. Wow, that's crazy. Shout out to Mother Jones for her article. Wow. So now 50, I guess he realized Pras wasn't snitching. It was bigger than that, Fifth. Pras was tripping, Fifth. Pras was a whole espionage Jason Bourne character. Wow. But the sucky thing, guys, he did all that. He about to do all that time, and he gonna come on, he ain't got none of those millions. And now he's a traitor to American country. So they ain't gonna allow him to get no paper in America. Wow, Pras, you screwed yourself. Is it a curse over the FUGEES, guys? Because remember John Forte? John Forte got all that money. They was getting all that FUGEES on top of the world. And he did some foolish thing and went through the airport. He did some, I don't know, I think it was cocaine or something. He started messing with keys of coke, traveling through hotels and got knocked off when the FUGEES was the biggest rap group in the world. He had the whole world in his hand and he wanted to do some doggone cocaine crime. That's what you do music to get out of the game. And then Lauryn Hill, my goodness, y'all see what happened to Lauryn Hill, the queen of hip hop. Like, is it a FUGEE curse or something? Yeah, I don't believe in curses. I'm a child of the Most High. The children, the people of the book, we got cursed by the Most High for what our ancestors did. Facts. That's why we went to this transatlantic slave trade, scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. And everywhere we are scattered, we're at the bottom. We'll be the tail and not the head. These are curses. Y'all better read that Bible. It's in the book of Deuteronomy. Read it. It talks about us. Facts. When you read it, you'll see yourself. So I don't believe in curses. All right, that's your update. Pras is screwed, my dude. Fifth, he wasn't a snitch. He was an espionage. He was. So, I mean, again, we from the street, us that used to be from the streets, I'm citizen now. We don't paint false narratives on people. I could see why Fifth would have thought he was a snitch, but he wasn't. Fifth, he was a whole operative. He was a whole espionage agent for a whole different government. That's crazy. All right, Pras is screwed, dudes. All right. So that's breaking news today. Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales updates. I'm going to be having some breaking news only when it comes, when I can get it early. This is a first news. I'm early on this one. When I can get y'all news early before all the rest of the hip hop spaces and stuff pointed out, I'll bring it to y'all. Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live stream, live. Uncle Yashua 25 Life Tales. I'm telling a crazy story tomorrow. I don't figure out which one it is. It's going to be dope, though. All right. I see y'all. All right. Keep it functional. Another one down. Uncle Yashua 25 Life Tales news event. Love y'all. Uncle Yashua 25 Life Tales signing out. Get a job. Get a job. Get a family. Stay free. See y'all tomorrow.
This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua. You wanna know why they call me Lucky Lucha? They call me Lucha cause I like to tuck that choochie. All the time on the grind, getting that doochie. This is a little story on 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua. Like and subscribe for more incredible stories every week.
Police are on the scene of a triple homicide on Long Island. It happened overnight at a home in Hempstead.
I'm from Hempstead, Parkside, the ghetto, the dark side, strong, the wrong, I think I'm supposed to burn. Am I bad, motherfucker?